Whiskey Jason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. And today I have the Dead Rabbit whiskey from Ireland. Well, that's not entirely true. It is actually made for the Dead Rabbit Bar in New York City, and it was originally distributed in New York and New Jersey. Now, how did Jason in Germany get a bottle of this? Well, on February 12th, 2018, this was actually rolled out, published, what do you say for a whiskey? And the Celtic Whiskey Shop in Dublin had a bottle. Now, a friend of mine, she bought 4 bottles from the Celtic Whiskey Shop, and one of those was this. I got a sample, ta-da, it went from New York to Dublin to northern Germany. 44%, over here in Europe it's 54 euros, in America it's $40. And Sean Muldoon and Jack McGarry are the co-founders of the Dead Rabbit Bar in New York City, named after the Irish street gang of New York City's of the 1800s. And they are working together with Darryl McNally from the Dublin Liberties Distilleries, which will open its doors in the late summer of 2018 or fall, depending on how they get along. Now, this is actually a 5-year-old mix of malt and grain whiskeys that were in ex-bourbon casks. The distillery is not named. We don't know if it's double or triple distilled. But then they take from Kelvin Cooperage in Kentucky, so-called half or half-sized casks, which are 24 gallons, 100 liters. And they let this mature for an undisclosed amount of time. So, my friends and I, we actually did a tasting just a couple days ago from Deanston Virgin Oak. Now, Roy from Aquavite loves this stuff, and I'm not yet a fan of it. Now, we had 6 different whiskeys, all from the Highlands on that day, and I came back to this at the end and was like, oh, it's not that bad. Now, the problem is I always get one characteristic taste, a note, a different flavor that I'm going to probably get here as well. So let's see what I get. Yep. And this characteristic note is sawdust. Now, if I was a marketer, I would say slivers of wood baked in an apple pie. I would do marketing language. Now, I'm an independent YouTuber, and I tell you like it is. Now, it's a very creamy moment, and I would not be able to distinguish this immediately as an Irish whiskey. That's interesting, because Irish whiskeys are often light, and even those that are cask strength have a certain flavor profile with a lot more of citrus and so on. But this is a very different beast altogether. I get a vanilla, I get a Reese's peanut butter cup, more of that chocolatey peanut nuttiness. And the sawdust. I don't know. Maybe you've taken your circular saw, you've cut maybe a 2x4 or pine, and you maybe have not been perfect with that angle, and you had a little bit of a and that little bit of that dust that comes out in that moment where it's a tiny little bit burnt. That's what I get. And I cannot deny this moment. All right. Let's try it. Doesn't do much for me. Now, the finish is better than actually the forward moment. I do get that sawdust. I do get a little bit of the creme brulee. I do get a little bit of a... What do I get? I get a top of... That's one of the weirdest things I've ever said. My grandmother used to make dandelion salad. And before she put the vinegar and oil on the dandelions, every once in a while... And it's like a faint dandelion moment. A buttercup even. Yeah, very floral. It's vanilla, it's creamy, it's creamy. It's not bad, it's like a C. Now, C is not a bad whiskey. A C whiskey is try it if you can. B is buy it if you can. A is why haven't you bought it? D is don't buy it, don't even try it. And F is why was this ever produced? I don't give many Fs, but I have in German, I think. I think the German whiskeys I've given F before, which is like, why? Why did you insult my taste buds with this thing? So it's a C. It's not that bad. And it does kind of, I can't say it grows on you, but it does. And it has a moment of, and now wait for this, it does have a Kleinlich moment. And the Kleinlich and the Mortlach are a very, very heavy whiskey. And I'm getting a little bit of that in here as well, which is absolutely wrong for an Irish whiskey. But I guess the barrels do influence the whiskey from 60 up to 80%, and these barrels have done their magic. I'm going to move up to C+. I still get the Sawdust. I still get the creme brulee. I still get everything I talked about. I'm not sure about the dandelions anymore, but that's all right, or the buttercups. It's a nice whiskey. All right, it's okay. It's nice. Over here, nice means ooh. Yeah, it's a very nice scar, which means a little bit below average. Germans in their car. All right, so value for money. Now, this is the thing. If you can get it for $40 in the States, I'm going to actually go like a C-. 54 euros, which is like 60-some dollars. No, I'm going to give it a D. I think that's just not fair. Why are you getting it so much cheaper in the States than we have to pay over here? I just don't understand that. But I guess it has to do with the Dead Rabbit Bar there in New York City. And so it's basically just launched in the, launch is the word I was looking for, in the New York and the New Jersey area. All right, thank you very much for watching. My videos come out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. When I started my channel, I thought I was going to be, oh no, will I have enough whiskeys to try? And now I have a backlog, I think, of almost like 50 videos of things that I've done in German that I have also have the videos finished, and I have to wait for the days for it to come out. It's amazing how many whiskeys I can get my hands on that no one else has filmed online yet. So, my question of the day is... should, with the Dublin Liberty Distillery, that is the third distillery that's going to open now 2018 in Dublin. We have Teeling, the Spirit of Dublin. We have the Pierce in the Church St. James, beautiful in the Liberties. And then we also have the Dublin Liberty Distillery. And I think two more actually being constructed at the moment. How many distilleries should be constructed in Dublin? My personal opinion is maximum 5. Then the rest of them should be around the country, outside, and you should go visit them and so on. But as a good tourist, give me 5 different places. I could do 1 a day if I'm in Dublin for a week. I don't have to overdo it with my whiskey, and that would be a good idea. So what's your opinion? How many distilleries should Dublin have? Should there be a limit? I think Louisville or Bardstown or so on, they don't have that many distilleries either. But you can, in the Bardstown area, visit also Loretto and so on. I think I can get my 12 together without even thinking about it. So, what's your personal opinion? Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and please tell others about this crazy American over here in Germany tasting stuff that you'll probably never see. All the best. Bye-bye.